When we think of ultimate mental toughness, images of Navy SEAL often come to mind. These elite warriors endure training designed to break even the strongest individuals, pushing the limits of human endurance, both physical and psychological. They operate in the most demanding and dangerous environments imaginable, making split-second decisions under unimaginable pressure, often with their lives and the lives of their teammates hanging in the balance. But what is the true secret to their unshakable resolve, their ability to perform under duress when others would crumble? Beyond their rigorous physical training and tactical expertise, a core element of their mental fortitude remarkably aligns with an ancient philosophy, Stoicism. Though they may not call it by name, the enduring principles they live by, forged in the crucible of their training and missions, are deeply Stoic. If you aspire to cultivate that same kind of robust mental toughness in your own life, facing down your personal challenges, be they professional pressures, relationship struggles, or unexpected setbacks, with unyielding strength and clarity, here are 5 powerful Stoic tactics honed by the SEAL that you need today. The first tactic, central to both Stoicism and SEAL training, is the dichotomy of control. In the overwhelming chaos of combat, the brutal crucible of Hell Week, or the unforgiving vastness of the ocean, there are countless factors utterly beyond a SEAL control. The unpredictable weather, the enemy's sudden actions, the specific terrain, the behavior of their teammates, or the exact outcome of a complex mission. To expend mental energy dwelling on these uncontrollable externalities, to wish they were different, is a guaranteed path to paralysis, anxiety, and ultimate failure. Instead, SEAL are relentlessly trained through repeated exposure to situations where control is minimal, to focus solely and intensely on what they can control: their own physical effort, their attitude towards suffering, their unwavering discipline, the meticulous maintenance of their gear, their immediate tactical actions, and their chosen reaction to pain, fear, and discomfort. This laser-like focus on their personal sphere of influence allows them to remain incredibly effective even when everything else in the environment is spiraling into disarray. For us, navigating the often stressful currents of modern life, this translates directly. Stop agonizing over your boss's unpredictable moods, the fluctuations of the global economy, unfair public opinions about you, or even past mistakes that cannot be undone. Instead, channel every ounce of your mental and physical energy into your work ethic, your integrity in relationships, your chosen response to unexpected setbacks, and how you choose to show up, fully present and engaged, each and every day. This deliberate, selective focus is not about becoming uncaring or indifferent to the world. It's about channeling your vital energy where it matters most, where it can actually produce change and virtue. It transforms you from a reactive pawn of external forces into a powerful, efficient, and mentally resilient agent within your personal sphere of influence. Secondly, SEAL implicitly use the profound Stoic practice of premeditation of adversity, a technique often referred to as negative visualization. Before embarking on a high-stakes mission, they don't just hope for the best. They meticulously plan for everything that could possibly go wrong. They visualize worst-case scenarios: equipment failure in the dark, unexpected enemy contact, critical injuries to themselves or teammates, communication breakdowns. This isn't born of pessimism. It's a profound act of proactive mental preparation. By mentally rehearsing these grim possibilities repeatedly and vividly, they strip them of their power to shock, disorient, or emotionally overwhelm. When something inevitably does go wrong, as it almost always does in their line of work, they've already considered it. They've already, in their minds, formulated a potential response. Similarly, in the grueling crucible of training like Hell Week, they know the pain, exhaustion, and deprivation will come. They anticipate it, and by doing so, they prepare their minds to meet it head-on, rather than being caught off guard and breaking under the pressure. In your own daily life, this means consciously setting aside time to think about potential setbacks, a project failing, a job loss, a relationship challenge, a health issue. By briefly but deeply considering these possibilities, you build a powerful reservoir of mental resilience. Third, you prepare your mind to react with reason, strategy, and composure, not panic or despair. This foresight transforms potential shocks into anticipated challenges, allowing you to face life's inevitable difficulties with a pre-armed, steadier mind and a greater capacity for effective action. The third tactic, deeply embedded in the very fabric of the SEAL ethos, is indifference to externals, often summarized by their stark, powerful mantra: embrace the suck. During the grueling weeks of SEAL training, candidates are systematically subjected to extreme cold, constant wetness, agonizing sleep deprivation, gnawing hunger, and immense, unrelenting physical pain. These brutal conditions are not considered inherently bad in the Stoic sense, but rather as neutral externalities simply existing. Z learn to operate effectively despite them, to be profoundly indifferent to these intense physical discomforts, to accept them as an unavoidable part of the process of becoming elite. They embrace the suck, recognizing that their performance and their inner state should not be dictated by their immediate physical sensations or external circumstances. For the Stoic, true good and true bad reside only in our judgments and our virtuous actions, never in external conditions like comfort or pain, wealth or poverty. We too can learn to view our daily discomforts, a tough workout, a long commute, a minor illness, the absence of our preferred conveniences as neutral experiences, not inherently negative. By voluntarily exposing ourselves to minor discomforts, or simply accepting unavoidable ones without complaint, we build our capacity to endure greater hardships. This practice makes us less fragile, training our minds to push through difficulty, recognizing that true strength comes not from avoiding pain, but from maintaining our composure, reason, and effectiveness within it. Fourth, closely related to their profound acceptance of harsh realities, is the SEAL application of amor fati, the love of fate. A SEAL cannot pick and choose their mission, their teammates, or the exact conditions under which they deploy. They must accept the mission as given, embrace the often brutal reality of their situation, and find a way to excel within it, no matter how grim or undesirable. There is absolutely no room for complaint, for wishing things were different, or for resisting the present moment. They effectively love their fate, not in a passive or romantic sense, but by fully accepting and integrating every single circumstance, however adverse, into their unwavering commitment to their duty and purpose. Every obstacle, every unforeseen twist, every perceived setback is seen not as a barrier, but as a test, an opportunity to demonstrate their skill, their resilience, and their unshakable resolve. For us, this means transforming our perspective on life's inevitable and often challenging events. Instead of resenting the traffic jam, the unexpected bill, the difficult colleague, or the sudden career pivot, we learn to embrace it as an integral part of our unique journey. We don't just passively accept it, we actively choose to find meaning or opportunity within it, understanding that what happens to us is far less important than how we choose to respond to it. This radical acceptance allows us to harness our energy for effective action and creative problem solving, rather than dissipating it in futile resentment or self-pity. It grants a profound inner peace, knowing that you are never truly a victim, but always a powerful participant, turning every challenge into fuel for growth and a demonstration of your unbreakable spirit. Finally, the very ability to perform consistently under extreme pressure relies on the discipline of assent, or mastering your internal narrative. A Navy SEAL cannot afford to let panicked thoughts, corrosive self-doubt, or irrational judgments take root and proliferate during a critical moment, whether on a mission or during a brutal training evolution. They must rigorously control their internal dialogue, assenting only to rational, helpful thoughts and immediately dismissing those that undermine their resolve competence or focus. If an impression of fear arises, they don't immediately assent to it as a command to flee or panic. They examine it, acknowledge its presence without judgment, and then consciously choose to focus on their training, their teammates, and their immediate objective. They understand that their judgment of the situation is paramount, far more impactful than the situation itself. For us, this means becoming the vigilant gatekeepers of our own minds. When a negative thought, a strong emotion like anger or envy, or an irrational fear arises, we learn to pause. We ask, is this a fact or merely my judgment about a fact? Am I reacting to objective reality or to my biased interpretation? This crucial discipline allows you to choose your response rather than being enslaved by impulsive, unexamined reactions. It is the ultimate control over your inner world, preventing external chaos, negative news cycles, or social media pressures from penetrating and disturbing your mental fortress. These 5 powerful Stoic tactics, woven into the very fabric of how Navy SEAL build their legendary mental toughness, are not just for elite warriors facing life and death situations. They are universal, timeless principles for navigating any demanding environment, be it a high-pressure corporate boardroom, a complex family crisis, a challenging academic pursuit, or your own daily struggles to stay calm and focused. By embracing the dichotomy of control, premeditating adversity, cultivating indifference to externals, truly loving your fate, and meticulously mastering your internal narrative, you too can forge an unshakable mind, transforming your life with profound mental toughness, unwavering resilience, and enduring inner peace, making you ready for anything.